What's going on, guys, and welcome back. The Toxic Archetype has been around since Snap's inception, and in fact, it was one of the first deck guides I ever did on this channel, but it's never had its time in the limelight. It's never been a meta deck, and it's one of the slowest archetypes to evolve. However, piece by piece and card release after card release, we continue to build upon and bring in just different things that can synergize with arguably one of the most fun decks to play in Snap. Now, today's deck, Toxic Terror, aims to punish opponents with disruption, negative power, and lane location blocking, all mixed together with a healthy dose of every phone-breaking, annoying card in Snap. However, and this is important, toxic decks are like playing with fire, right? They have some incredible play lines and win conditions, but a lot of them and some of them they could blow up in your face, right? And so you need to know that going in, and that often results in statistically not great win rates or win percentages. However, I can definitely tell you the deck can go toe-to-toe with pretty much any deck out there, and right now, with the meta decks that are being played the most, it's really damn good. Loki has a tough time. It needs a lot of space for locations. You have other decks like High Evo that don't want all the clutter and or negative power. The thing is great, and today we're going to teach you guys how to play and the cards that you need to know about. Now, let's quickly address some of our big-time toxic disruption cards and combos that we're going to be playing. Now, I like to call them our toxic presence, but we start with Green Goblin, a staple in the deck. He's huge against Angela right now at the moment and is a very good disruption tool, oftentimes giving you the ammunition you need to synergize with some other cards we'll talk about here in a second. Hobgoblin I don't have in the main deck, but he does work and has kind of this hidden ability of your opponent giving up on a lane. When the -8 hits, like, they're done, right? Like a storm, it's terrible, and we have ways to cheat him out, but we're not going to focus on him too much today. Debris is one of those that is probably going to get played less because Galactus, as you know, is dead now. However, we have cards that combo perfectly with the rocks, which is why she's going to be into most of the core builds of the deck. And as you can see, we're going to have plenty of cards that are going to synergize with this as well. And then that brings us to Viper. Now, Viper is one of those cards that if you have her in your starting hand alongside some other options, absolutely diabolical. You can get easy win conditions, snappable moments. One of the best cards in the deck, even though it doesn't seem like it. Now, first of all, obviously the Hood getting that -3 kind of buff nerf that happened not long ago in an OTA gives us a mini Green Goblin and a Demon. Now, the Demon we're going to be using for some big-time play lines later, and we'll talk about that. But the Hood followed by Viper, just one of those classic first and second turn plays that has a huge swing of 6 power. Obviously, Sentry. If you have Viper and you place Sentry down in the left or middle location, there's nothing quite like it. This will win you more games than you would believe. You gotta get big cubes when you do this in Conquest. You know, your opponent's gonna be looking out for it and maybe try to fill that lane early. But my God, it's a winner, and it's absolutely filthy. And then, of course, we have our Debris Rocks, right, that we can push to the side if we have nothing else. And sometimes Viper is just a good play stats-wise. Now, let's turn our focus to some of the more bigger win conditions and our final play cards, starting with Spider-Woman. Now, Spider-Woman is great to complement on top of Debris and the rocks that she pumps out, or the goblins that maybe you played, or Hood that you sent over with Viper. One of the most slept-on cards in Snap, often can be a 5/12. Incredible what she can do in this deck as far as synergizing with the other play lines that we have. And then we can also play the Demon after her to just have a huge turn 6 play, great on turn 5, and obviously works with some of the other cards we're about to talk about. Now, on top of that, we have Doc Ock. You guys know I freaking hate this card, but we're playing it today because it's damn toxic and a lot of fun. This is going to synergize as well with some of our other cards and or gifts, presents that we're sending to the opponent's side. Really good, and or you can play them in a lane that they already filled to let you just have a good 5-10 power. Now, on top of this, we also have probably the most hated card in Marvel Snap. Just look at this damn face. Leech. Now, Leech is just, he is the straw that breaks the camel's back. You know, when you play this against the opponent, nobody is like, oh, good, they only played a Leech on turn 5. Right now, against combo-heavy decks, this is such a damn good card. And we don't really care about the lack of power because we're looking to win 2 lanes and we have other things to kind of go on top of this card that feel really good. Now, I'm not saying this should be in every deck, but Psylocke just got herself a nice little OTA buff, and you're going to see me play with her today because I think being able to cheat out any of these great 5-cost cards is insane, right? Like the Doc Ock early play is cool to combo with Shang-Chi. Getting Spider-Woman out there never feels bad. Having a leech on turn 4 so that you can play a great turn 5 is something that you're going to see. It works. Albeit the spots are kind of tight in the deck, but I do like Psylocke as well. But I think another option that is not talked about enough and another slept-on card is Ghost Spider. Ghost Spider is one of those cards that you can play after Doc Ock, after Century. Spider-Woman puts a negative power out there, and then you play Ghost Spider. It can absolutely be a game winner as well. I think Ghost Spider fits in perfectly into the deck if you're missing some cards or if you want to capitalize on the surprise attack that she brings. Now, Alioth, I know Alioth is one of those that he's going to make the deck better because you're great at having priority oftentimes. You're only looking to win a couple of lanes, and so he's a great get-out-of-jail-free card and just works with the deck altogether. I love Alioth in the build, and we'll definitely be capitalizing on him today. Now, with the toxic big hitters out of the way, let's talk about some other core cards in the deck that all synergize together in our winning playlines. Now, you might have noticed Mojo's in the deck. This is awesome to go with the gifts we're sending to the opponent's side to make sure we get the most power possible to get the 2-8 value out of him. Nebula in Mojo is one of the most slept on early combos to play in the game. They're going to be trying to fill up and stop your Nebula lane. Then you just play Mojo and you get immense power on said lane. You can also play Mojo on your Dr. Octopus lane. You can play him on the Goblin and Presence lane. You have Debris to fill up lanes. It all just works together, and it's just a great late game play. So if you have Nebula and Mojo, that's a great 1-2. But if you have Hood and or Century, you have to look into your Viper play. This is going to be one of the biggest swing plays that you have. To me, this is a huge snap condition. Playing down the Hood followed by Viper is incredible. But if you have Century in the deck, you might want to hold on to your Viper. Obviously, having the Century followed by Viper is going to be super advantageous to get a giant swing within the game. And more often than not, I would hold on to your Demon. I know it seems crazy, but having the Demon as a late game play to go alongside Doc Ock, Spider-Woman, one of those plays is oftentimes a game-winning decision. You can spread it out very good. And you don't have to worry about the Killmonger, right? So this is something that's important to learn as you perfect the archetype. You are going to have to play with that fire, right? So with our goblins or with some of these other risky plays, sometimes the best thing to do if they've already played 3 cards is to push your luck and see if you can fill that with a green goblin. Now, only do that if, you know, it looks really open. If they played a Shuri in another lane, you know they're going to play there. You don't want to be an idiot about it. However, this is a great way to get the cheeky win, and in Conquest, you know, you can just snap before it if it looks easy to grab, or if you manage to land it, then you snap after, and they're going to retreat, or most likely lose. With this deck being chaotic, you're going to have to play pretty aggressive with the deck, and you'll begin to learn a little bit better when to do what plays. Now, when it comes to Doc Ock, you can throw Shang-Chi into the deck. It's great to just have as a counter, and then you can end up winning games with just Shang-Chi. But also, if you pull, like, really good cards, Shang-Chi just takes care of business, and you don't have to worry about it. Again, you can follow him up with Mojo, or the Ghost Spider play of pulling everything into one lane, their combos, their winning cards, and then you move it on over. Leech as well. We've got a lot of 5-cost and 6-cost cards in the deck, but if you do want to play with the more heavy-set ramp cards, that's where the Psylocke is going to come in handy. So if you're looking to get into the Toxic archetype, these would be the 2 decks that I would play. And keep in mind, feel free to sub out cards you don't have. Luckily for this archetype, there's plenty of plug-and-play options. And other than that, guys, just know what you're playing, right? Like, this is not the most meta deck, but it is very good and obviously a blast to play. Destroyed decks absolutely have your number. Look out for those. It's bad, right? On top of that, like Wakanda Embassy, there's some bad stuff that can happen. But again, you're playing with fire. Now, let's go ahead and take Toxic Terror into Gold Conquest. Now, again, this deck is somewhat difficult to pilot because it's an archetype that you probably have not played a lot, but we're going to go ahead and show some battles against some decks to hopefully show you the matches you should retreat from and the ones that you have a big advantage, and then the different things that you should do as a win condition. Let's go ahead and hop on in. All right, here we go. We got villain, and we already have our turn 1 hood play. Gotta love it. Let's go ahead and throw him into... I don't hate the hood into New York with Viper turn 2. If I have Sentry, I hang on to Viper. If I don't, I just play it out. But damn, negative zone, that's huge for us. They said we're going to snap because we have a massive advantage throwing in Green Goblin into negative zone. I don't know what the freeze was. Sorry about that. We've got nowhere right side, which is okay. Doesn't do too much for us. He seems to like it, though. Green Goblin left side still looks appetizing, as well as debris. Let's go with Green Goblin here in the mid. Maybe he's got like a Luke Cage that he feels pretty good about. Oh, it's a Destroy deck. This is going to be our biggest matchup because this is the best deck to play against us right now, right? Like, this is by far what we suffer against the most. And I, for one, am here for it. Now, he's probably just going to destroy all of this, right? That would be my guess. We're not going to play Demon yet. We're going to hold on to him. The good news is we do have Leech to try to slow things down for him. And he just gave us our Doc Ock as well. Hold the phone here. All right, so I think we go... what do we like here? I mean, let's go Leech right side. And then we can do Demon plus one of our 5 drops. I think it's going to be pretty tough for that guy to beat this. Well, I'll be damned. That was a pretty good play. Okay, well, he's got a death. He's got his options, right, guys? He can make us hurt. What can we do to reliably beat this guy right now? That ain't gonna do it. Do we abandon ship left side? Like, we just completely say we're done with left side. And then we go with like a Spider-Woman play into Demon. Whatever we're doing is very risky. But it's probably our best bet. I mean, dude, the guy's got death, and that's what we have to fear right now. But if there's a good shot that we just leeched it, right? So we're not too scared of it. The other option is that we go Demon into Sentry here, which I don't like as much, or Sentry into Demon maybe. This seems pretty good, unless he chooses to Eliath. He Eliath on no... Oh, okay. That was the best thing he had, I guess. That had to be the best thing he had. He went all in with a Destroy deck.
Victory.
What? No idea. This was like the master counter to our deck. I can't even process this. That was his best play. Surely, I guess he thought he could have gotten 2 power in the middle, but I guess he thought maybe I wasn't going to fill both lanes. I only had 1 play. Leech is just so punishing. He's so punishing, right? Because we got rid of what Destroy does well. Didn't have to worry about a lot. And we abandoned the lanes that we needed to. So that was obviously very good for us. We have our Viper Sentry play, which is also advantageous. And we can just start cooking with this left lane. If he does have Killmonger, then we're going to be somewhat in trouble. But good God. All right, he goes with Wolverine. He's going to want to Venom this, yeah. And so if we did Green Goblin too early, it would screw him. We got to be careful with how we play this out. We can go... Oh my gosh, did we just perfect this? Watch him not Venom here. Maybe he Venomed here, maybe. What a freaking play. So we're going to go with Sentry in the middle. Send that over with Viper. I think we already showed our Viper. Did we? Did we show our Viper last time? I don't remember. Honestly, I think this will do it. If he Elias us, it's like a bummer, but... Do we just do this? We'll leech him again.
Kneel before Galactus. Enough said, bub.
The man's playing Galactus, and I just set him up on a T. I just gave him the most glorious easiest Galactus play of all time. We're going to full on gamble, and probably it's going to go bad. Hold on. This doesn't even work, I don't think. Did we go why not? The... sure, why not? So for 1 cube. Okay, so we lost. Cool. Was it going to Venom here, maybe? Nope. Fantastic. All good. We only just lost 63 to negative... positive 3. Only a 60-point spread. And that 8 game is going to be nice. Props for this guy for sticking in it. Now that we know it's a Galactus, we're not gonna be that easy. The way that we set up the Century definitely kind of set him up there. It would have been cool if we could have gotten that leech off, and that would have been really bad for him. But here we go. We got Debris, Spider-Woman, Psylocke, Green Goblin. Pretty god tier opening hand. Now, in the effort to save some time, I'm going to go ahead and skip through the next battle here. But pretty crazy stuff going on for Villain here. What a king. He got himself an extremely big ramp with a double Killmonger X-23. So he had a Destroyer on the board, getting himself a big Venom and netting out a narrow win when the Spider-Woman could not get enough negative power. And he took 2 more cubes off the top. Guys, Villain could have a comeback. It could be comeback season. Albeit, he's got the best counter against our deck with Destroyer and Killmonger, but we're fine. We got this. I can end the game right now with just Bar Sinister Debris if we get it. With 1 Nebula to win it, but we don't have it yet. Can we get our Nebula? That'd be fantastic. I also like Mojo there a lot, too. Viper's interesting because we can just push a bunch of Vipers to this side, but he can still do Galactus in just this lane, so we can make sure that we win this lane.
Oh, snap.
Let's do it.
Opponent snap.
We have Green Goblin too. We probably should have saved on to Bar Sinister, but we only need 5 power to stop Galactus. There's no way he's playing into this lane. That's insane. So is he going to be doing Carnage? If he plays a Carnage here, this guy deserves the comeback. Doesn't play Carnage. Bummer. So just the Mojo play is going to win us it there. The problem is, yeah, we'll get our Psylocke out now just to make sure we can beat the Galactus. And then we just play Mojo left side. Alright, he kills the Nebula. And do we like this? I think so. It's pretty scary, but I think this is fine. Yeah, because not only do we fill this up, we've got the Goliath. Our Mojo will look pretty good. Let's see what we do pull. He's got a Knoll. He's going to eat his Knoll. He hates that. He plays an Goliath. Goodbye, a Doc Ock. And then he kills it all with a cherry on top. A sprinkle of Deathlock. He's playing Galactus in this economy. I mean, it's a bold move. It's a bold move. I don't hate this. How did we possibly get that guy energy just now? That's incredible. Impeccable. All right. So that'll win that. And then we just play this. Yeah, I think we're fine. He might have a death here, though. Oh my gosh, we took him down. That guy was not easy to beat, guys. He was a tough cookie. He was a tough cookie. I mean, we won by literally one power point there. But we got it done. Yeah, I got to give that guy a thumbs up. So, battle number 1 against our biggest counter. Don't know if we could start this video any better on how to pilot. Although we got that huge win out first, which was freaking awesome. And we move into battle number 2, which I'm thinking about trying a different version of the deck that I want to show you guys. Yeah, let's show this deck instead. Here, I'll throw it on screen. I like the idea of Psylocke, little Ghost Spider. This is probably not optimal, but I'm interested in playing this version. All right, here we go. We got Love Punch, slightly, ever so slightly radioactive. Fantastic, because our deck is toxic. So this is the perfect opponent. Juggernaut just adds to what is already a toxic deck. Love to see it. And then we got Mojo, Green Goblin. Not the best starting hand. We don't have our Psylocke Leech combo, but definitely not terrible. Mojo is never fun to play early. This is great if we get the hood. But we don't have a fantastic play line right now. I think what we'll do is we can go Mojo left side. I don't love it, but we can always Doc Ock into this lane. Okay, hindsight 2020. Avengers Compound would have been a little bit better. We did get the hood, which is nice. We've got Green Goblin. We can fill this up now. Not bad. We can also start filling up the Mojo lane. Clearly, he likes whatever he's got going on. We only need to win one lane because I think we can get DC with Demon and like Spider-Woman. So let's go and just try to win this left lane. We got an Electro deck. Hello. Okay. He's gonna have to play in this location in a second. We can always go here, mess him up pretty badly. I think we'll go with Juggernaut, and we can also just put a little hood left side too. Doesn't hurt us there. Sandman?
Cleared for takeoff.
Okay. Sandman. How much do I hate Sandman? I mean, he kills our Doc Ock. I'll be honest, I wasn't expecting a Sandman deck. At least we're winning left side and the middle already. What is he going to go with Doom Odin here? Is this going to be a Doom Odin Sandman? Should I have just leeched? Okay. What's this guy's master plan? I mean, he's gonna Doc Ock. Does he Doc Ock here? Or does he Doc Ock here? That's the question. I mean, Dr. Doom, if he does that, we played here, he's done. But does he Dr. Doom over here? Listen, you should definitely back out of this one for the most part. Because he's playing a Sandman deck. Dude, they all play here, I feel like. They all play here. Right? We've got priority. He definitely wants the Doombot here. It's so bad. We're going to go with what do most ramp players do. Oh my gosh, he does double play, so once Jeff. Doesn't matter. We got him. Hook, line, sinker. Was it Dr. Doom, I guess?
Victory.
Or was it? No. 6-7. He doesn't have the extra energy. Oh, he does because he Odin'd it, actually. So that was probably Doom and Jeff. Fantastic. Well, we guessed what the ramp player was going to do if he played Dr. Doom left side. Would have won that. But always great. Always great getting one of those off. All right, so we know what he's the whole deck and what the whole point of it is. Nexus is a fantastic location for us because we can just swarm it with Green Goblins, the Toxic Terror, and we have Savage Land as well. I like the idea of getting Sentry down early. Psylocke's interesting. I think what we'll do is Psylocke. I don't want to Psylocke right side just in case we get the Viper. I guess we can Psylocke middle. And he goes Jeff. I don't think he has anything, guys, as well. Yeah, I think that's fine. I don't think he has anything as well to stop us. And what's cool about this is we also have the chance to get Viper. So we can just throw this down now. We're going to have our priority so we can just Goliath again. Didn't get the Viper. But we got the Leech, which I think is going to kind of screw him up pretty badly. We also got the Hood and Green Goblin. He can Sandman now if he so chooses. We can just continue to decimate this side, which I think is probably the best bet for us.
Oh, snap.
We got away with guessing the Doom, so we can snap a little early. What, Doc Ock, Goliath, both are pretty good. All right, good stuff. We'll get the Green Goblin over there. If this is Odin, it's hilarious. No, it can't be Odin. America Chavez, fantastic. Well, it's looking bad for this guy, to say the least. It isn't looking great. Leech is just so terrible for him. Leech here is great. We can also Spider-Woman there. He can't change that now, so that dude, he's out of here. He's gonna retreat from this. The Leech is the Leech on top of the Green Goblin Like, it's a fun deck. You get your toxic play. I can tell you that. All right, does he go Odin? Shang-Chi, he gets rid of my Sentry, which is actually a pretty good play for him. We kill everything. Look how good of a combo this is. Absolutely insane. We could end up Sentrying and doing some crazy stuff here, but simply put, I think we'll just win with our power advantage here, right? Yeah, I don't think he realizes how much power that we have. Yeah. Wow, we ended up tying on all lanes and then taking it. The Magneto was a big play on his part. And we got the nice flip. Now, we could have just done a Viper here and then something else, which would have been nice. Yeah, I would be out of there too. Great win against a ramp deck. That's good. Competitive. Again, toxic decks, they can compete. They're not always going to have the best win rate because you're playing with fire, right? But definitely a solid deck as we take down slightly radioactive. All right, well, that was a lot of fun, but we're going to go back to the first deck. I think I like that deck, but I think the other one's a bit more dependable, albeit that was fun. All right, let's go into our final battle number 3, and get our Infinity ticket. It can compete. It can compete. Is it meta? You know, no, it's not. But it's definitely, it's a fun archetype, and if you master it, it's definitely good. And it's got the added benefit of people not knowing what to do against it, too. All right, so we've got a decent opening hand. Looks like we could be playing against High Evo, which could be tough, but also we have Goliath to deal with, potentially like Hulk or them playing Goliath. I don't think we want to play anything. I guess we could play Mojo on Nebula. That way it's like, it's fine either way. He puts them both there. That's awesome for us. Skips the Kunlun and he plays and already gets rid of that. He's probably going to... storm this location. Which, if that's the case, I think it's okay. Let's go to Debris now. We're going to be careful with our plays here, but I think I like what we got going on. If he storms it, we got 3 on there, and then he's going to Cyclops it. He's going to play the Sunspot. We move. Can we go on Kunlun? Come on. Go mid. It's all good. I don't see him playing into this lane, right? So this is a pretty damn good play. Yeah, we're going to snap, because I love the idea of this right here. We're going to Green Goblin. I don't see him playing into New York. If he does, hats off to him, but we also have a decent Mojo bonus. I just don't see him playing into New York. It's risky. That's why this deck's, you know, he plays into it. What does he play? How is that possible? I can't even process that he did that. Okay, well, guys, it's all bad. It's so bad. I can't believe that just happened. He should be snapping.
Opponent snap.
Yeah, we're gonna get out of here. The dude plays Cyclops on New York when I had Mojo. If I played anything but Green Goblin there, that was gonna be terrible.
Escaped.
You gotta love playing toxic decks because you gotta take some risks. And I get it, we could have done some other things there, but that gut instinct felt good. It felt good to me. All right, we'll take 2 off the top. It's battle 3. Let's go Nebula left side here. All right, we have opposing Nebula lanes. We really didn't give out anything. And we've got the Bifrost as well. Again, I think I like the idea of either that. Yeah, we'll go Mojo in our own lane. We'll let him build up his Nebula lane. That's okay. Well, that's great. We'll play that into his Nebula lane. He's protecting that, which is fantastic. And we're not getting much. We're not getting much that I love. The Monster Island's obviously pretty huge. We're not making this mistake again, although it's going to be terrible. And this seems kind of good too. Let's go Green Goblin and Demon. And believe it or not, I'm going to aggressively snap again because we have Leech and Goliath this time around. The Leech is going to really cripple him if he's relying on the priority game with Goliath. And he thought we were going to make the same mistake. Not today, good sir. Not today. All right. So, cool news. I mean, that guy's going to get... The Cyclops is going to hurt. But we put 16 power on the last turn of the game there, which is awesome. Man, I like a lot of plays here. Yeah, this will get us... This play should get us the 2 cubes. I get I'm not playing on the Nebula lane, but this should get us 2 cubes. Okay, well, we don't have priority. Made a teensy mistake there. But we got the leech down, so we'll take that. I thought he would have played in the empty lane if I were him. Does he challenge our leech lane? I think it comes down to that. Does he challenge the leech lane? He doesn't.
Smash!
Wow. On top of that, did he top deck that Hulk? Because it kept its power, and I'm pretty sure Leech got rid of that. I don't think they keep their secret power. That's kind of insane. We have Nidavellir. I can't believe that just happened. We have Nidavellir, Leech, Doc Ock, Psylocke, and Green Goblin. There's a reason I've made, I think, 1 Toxic Guide. But I wanted to revisit the archetype with Man-Thing coming out. Just too cool. He doesn't have anything that I'm too worried about at the moment, so we'll chill. We've got Danger Room here. So, obviously, this is an awesome play. The Nebula on Danger Room is tempting, because if we land it, it's over, right? Let's go for it. Beautiful. All right, we're going to snap into that. We also now have the Green Goblin. We have the Leech we can play early. That's going to piss him off. Let's go Leech now. Just get that right out the way so that if he stays, we get the 2 cubes. He's going to try. This guy's luck's going to be good. I can feel it. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, that sucks for us. Okay. This is so risky, but my God, it's beautiful. Let's go with this.
It's clobbering time!
So, guys, this is gonna be interesting. Like, this is awesome. This is great. He can easily win this. We'd go down to 4. We just hope he doesn't snap. Is that what we're going to do, guys? He could just play like the Hulk single lane here, though, and beat us. But I would argue he's just going to play big cards, yeah? Big card. But we barely got the bigger card because we've got 34 now. Let's go. The Viper combo is one of the most satisfying out there, by far. This, by the way, this entire battle, I have felt like I'm just purely playing with fire. Just pure fire here. But we're beating a high evo deck, man. I tell you. The more, and I don't play the archetype a lot. If you get really good, this archetype is disgusting. Bar Sinister, man, is what I would say a travesty for this guy. We got to make sure we get our demon down in like the right lane, maybe. He does have a lot of cards like Sunspot and Nebula. Yeah, like that could... we can't do the... unfortunately, we can't do the fun debris play as much as we want to. Well, maybe. Let's see what he plays. So Spider-Woman just ends that lane completely. We could throw, get a free Green Goblin. Let's do this. I think Spider-Woman is going to be all we need for the left side. And by, like, I think, like, that's all we need there. So we just need to win the right lane or middle lane. and this will be all she wrote. So a lot of fun. Again, I think man thing is gonna be even crazier for the deck. We don't really want debris right now, do we? 3 of these is 21, and then we push -12. I think that's fine. We're not playing a rock. That was an interesting decision by me. The leech to end it just feels just incredibly mean. All right, that goes in the middle. We play down our leech. We nuke everything. Yeah, we might lose this. We kill it all. We could have Spider-Woman early, I guess. So, yeah, this could pop. This could... is this the play to do? Hold on. These are how much piece? 8 a piece, so that's 24. Okay, hold the freaking phone. So by playing Sentry here, it's our best play. Yeah, we just won. Well, actually, hold on. No, we can't lose. All right, I got a little nervous because these little Misty Knights are going to shoot their little beams over there. That was a little scary. The fun thing is if Bar Sinister ever pops up, you have like the craziest deck to have in the Bar Sinister. Look at, are they all going to go mid too? They almost did. Yeah, we did pretty good.
Victory.
We did pretty good with this deck, all in all. It was a fun gold conquest. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the deck and like the way it plays. It's definitely... It's fun. I think it's a fun archetype, and it's only going to get better. For those of you that have been playing Toxic decks for a long time, drop a comment down below. What are some strategies that you've picked up that are extremely solid for other players that are trying to perfect it themselves? A lot of ways to play it. I think the Psylocke is interesting because you have some like big-time 5 drops. But also, you know, you can do things that we didn't even try in this deck and push Hobgoblins. You can do a Luke Cage Lizard Typhoid thing. A lot of fun. A lot of fun. So anyway, guys, thanks for watching today. Hopefully you enjoyed the video and another gold conquest run. And as always, until the next one, happy snapping.